Wednesday, it's 5 Minute Rehab Day. Come on in, come on in. This is Taisha Presley, the owner and the founder of Legacy Empowerment Services. We are a mental health private practice. We're located in Charlotte, North Carolina, and we work with adolescents and young adults who have experienced some type of dysfunction and want to rehabilitate their lives. So we have a really good one today. I have entitled it Live-In Co-Parent. I'm going to read it and then we are going to jump in with my thoughts, okay? It says, my son's father and I have been split up for 1.5 years. He is not financially stable, so I allow him to live with me in his own room to help co-parent the kids. He also has 2 other children that I took in because of child service issues with their mom. He has been extremely argumentative recently and does not appreciate what I do, not only for him, but for his other children as well. I financially take care of everything while working 50+ hours a week, and he is home all day. Any advice? Kicking him out is not an option because I do not want his other boys to go to foster care. What are your thoughts? All right, so before I jump in, number one, let's acknowledge that is a lot. That is a lot. But before I jump in with my thoughts, I want us to take a collective woosah, which is just a deep breath in, a deep breath out. It helps us to calm down the feeling part of our brain so that we can access the thinking part of our brain. So on the count of 3, 1, 2, 3. Woosah. Okay, that felt so good. Let's do it again. All right, 1, 2, 3. Woosah. Okay, let's dig in. All right, so Mom, you have an incredibly beautiful heart. I can tell by the tone of your letter. You have a beautiful heart for wanting to do so many things for so many people and just be there for people. But you know what my gut tells me? My gut tells me that at the core of all of this letter is your need to create a boundary for yourself. Boundaries are very interesting because when we create a boundary, it's as if we go through this internal struggle within ourselves because we have this need to not be mean. We have this need to, be caring and to be loving. And we think that creating a boundary is like the opposite of being caring and being loving, when not so much, okay? Not so much. Boundaries are important because they protect us. Boundaries protect us. Boundaries help keep us safe. And not only us, but it keeps other people safe and it keeps relationships safe. So that's why boundaries are so important. So there's this struggle that you have. And so it's about picking that struggle. What do you want to do? Do you want to maintain what's happening in your life and all the unhappiness that you're expressing in this letter? Or do you want to deal with what's happening? Do you want things to get better? Things get better when you communicate, when you say exactly what you need to the people that are in your world. And so people are not going to read your mind. And at the end of the day, people treat you how you allow them, how you teach them to treat you. And you teach people how to treat you based on the boundaries that you establish and the boundaries that you enforce. So my encouragement to you is to really sit down with yourself, and become really acquainted with yourself in terms of what do you really need right now? What do you need from yourself? What do you need from your co-parents? What do you need from the kids? Because they can help in some way, right? What do you need from everyone? And so then get acquainted with what you need and then just communicate that. Establish boundaries in your life with everyone that's there, and you will find that boundaries will help to keep you safe and help you to not feel what you expressed in this letter. So those are my thoughts for this writer. If you have a thought for this writer, I would encourage you to write them in the comments below. And as always, I will see you next week.